What? I can't hear you. You're not talking to me.
The one the other day about Nikki Haley? Did you get that one?
No. Play it on your phone, right? What's up, everybody? Orange Men Podcast. Dave and Clint here with you. So I'm a little bit under the weather this evening. I'll get through it because I care about what we do. It's important.
It's important, man.
It's impotent.
It's important.
I'm an impotent person.
I just sent it to you.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll get to it.
Yeah, man.
Yes, I want to
What's up?
welcome everybody to the show. Thanks for dropping in. It's always a pleasure for somebody out there.
Yeah, man. Make sure you're following on Rumble, YouTube, Spotify,
And share that YouTube link, will you please?
iHeartRadio,
iHeartRadio.
Amazon.
We're on all that shit?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get this thing rolling.
All right, let's go.
So I want to talk about
Let's get into it.
the Republican primary.
Okay.
Wait, gotta have a little applause. All right, we're gonna talk a little bit about Nikki Haley. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
So, Nikki Haley is going to get her ass kicked tomorrow in South Carolina.
Yes.
Pretty sure that's going to happen. And I guarantee you, she's not dropping out. I guarantee you, she's going to go all the way to the convention.
Super Tuesday or whatever?
No, the convention.
When's the convention?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it August, June, something, May?
I don't know. I guess we should know. I think it's
I
May.
don't know.
Everything wraps up around May, and then it's like, I'm your nominee.
I feel like we should know, but I don't know.
Right. Still early in the primary season.
But at this point, she ain't nothing but a plant. And she's a plant by the Democratic Party. And if you, I personally think she's waiting. And part of the plot is hopefully Trump gets fucked over in one of these trials and he ends up doing jail time and he can't run.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll run from a prison cell. I don't think he's ever going to drop out.
Nah.
But, did they give him the nomination if he's sitting in jail?
I don't know. I
Because
think
they want him there.
Yeah, I think I'll just go to whoever maybe he would endorse somebody.
Vladimir Biden's trying to put him there.
Right. I think he would endorse somebody. I don't know what that answer is or who that is. Because I don't know.
Excuse me.
I don't know
Do you think Haley would pardon him?
who.
Trump.
She's not going to win anyway, so it doesn't matter. She wouldn't.
Question.
She wouldn't pardon him. She would do exactly what she's told to do, just like Biden's told to do.
Right. She's just, if she somehow gets the nomination and she wins the election, because that's her thing. I poll better against Biden in the general.
She doesn't, though.
That's what she says.
Yeah, but that's what she says. And the Democrats are the only people that are out there voting
She's
for her.
a liar,
now.
and I can prove it.
Independents aren't voting for her. Conservatives definitely aren't going to vote for her.
Mm-mm.
Because we know her story. When you have you had Mark Cuban pushing in Iowa. Like the only district that she won in Iowa was the one that she funneled all this money to with Mark Cuban and everybody else, where you could change your ballot to be a Democrat if you were to a Republican to vote in a Republican. And they ran out of ballots at that place. Like the switching ones. So there's only that reason. Same thing. What was the other? New Hampshire. Like everybody, we talked about it the last time. Everybody walking out was like, well, I voted for Haley because I don't like Trump, but in the general, I'm voting for Biden. Come on.
Right.
You got Democratic dark money, which was kind of what was going on with the PA governor's race, because the lieutenant governor that was behind, that was paired up with Mastriano, she was a Democrat plant too, because everybody behind her was Democratic money. So it's like somehow and this is what we need to be worried about with, who's like they're saying the right things now, but where did they come from? What do they really stand for? Can't just go, well, you know what he said on the stump last week? Yeah, but what was he saying 3 years ago? Or her, for that matter. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, here you go. Here's a little clip of Nikki. Ready?
Mm-hmm. And we will get them. But I will not now, not ever, support raising the gas tax. Finally, let's increase the gas tax by 10 cents over the next 3 years.
I would not run if President Trump ran.
I'm Nikki Haley, and I'm running for president.
Every person on social media should be verified by their name.
I never said government should go and require anyone's name.
But what we do know is 65 is way too low, and we need to increase that.
For claiming the retirement age is, quote, way, way too low. Where do
I
you
have
stand?
never once said that. I never said Hillary Clinton was an inspiration.
I went with my friend Eleanor Kitzman to a Furman leadership program where Hillary Clinton was speaking. And I walked out of there and I said, I'm running for office.
You know what's funny? Other than that she's a fucking complete lying ass bitch, she technically didn't lie about saying the retirement age was too low. Because Brett Baer said, you said the retirement age is way, way too low. And she didn't say that. She said the retirement age is way too low.
Semantics, huh?
Yeah.
But I think, what was she saying? It's like 72 or something like that?
65 is too low. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what new number she gave.
I thought it was like 70 something.
But so
because life expectancy and stuff like that.
So she's a millionaire. So she's worth millions. So it doesn't matter what her retirement age is.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
For guys like us,
keep on hustling. Well, you got to keep the working people working. You can't. And like the people that talk about Social Security and stuff like that, like it's not going to be there. You're not. We discussed it before. Whatever you put in, you're not getting back.
It's already spent.
That's not happening. Like you're not
gone.
You're not getting that money.
Yeah.
At your monthly time, whenever. So like what they're trying to do, because I think they started that in England or Italy or something like that too, where they bumped that. That was one of the things. Oh, it was France, where the farmers were like, what? Yeah. I think they bumped it up to like 67 or 68.
And they were freaking out.
Yeah, they flipped out. Like, yo, you're already fucking killing us. Now you want us to work an extra 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it may be. Yeah. And I know, like, one of the Chris Christie's things, and I've seen people who get behind Nikki Haley, and they're like, well, Trump had her as the Secretary of State. Yeah, you know what? Again, it was probably somebody who was like, oh, she would be good for this. And she was like, because he didn't know any better, he was like, all right, well, she's the governor. She was the governor of South Carolina, and now, she's looking for a job. Let me help her out. And, what did she do as the Secretary of State?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I know more about what other people have done as Secretary of States, Mike Pompeo and stuff like that. Like, I completely forgot that she was even there.
Well, if for some crazy reasons she gets the nomination, it's Biden versus Biden in the general. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think they would like. I think they would like that, and I know we kind of like. I don't even know.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's Biden versus Haley in the general.
Mm-hmm.
Do you vote?
I don't know. I'm gonna vote for whoever. I don't know. Yeah, I'm voting. I don't know. What's the other option? Can I write in Trump?
Yeah.
Can I write in, like, because he's not going to endorse Haley. So,
well, if
can I write in whoever he endorses then, or you know what I mean, like?
Well, I would write him in. If I'm going to go waste my time, I'm at least going to vote my conscience. I'm not voting for Nikki Haley. I'm not voting for Joe Biden.
Yeah, I don't think. And again, I don't see, because she's the same.
There's no victory there.
She's the same person she wants to keep the wars going. There's reasons why. And again, like you said, she's not fighting. Oh, my husband is in a battle. I didn't even know. She's like slept with 2 guys while he's been deployed or something. Like that was like the stories that were coming out in the last couple of weeks when they were talking about his military service. and how she
Really?
supports them. Yes. So it's like known fact now, but I didn't know about it until like a couple of weeks ago.
I didn't know about it. Is that true?
I don't know. It's on the internet, so it must be
Oh, it
true.
must be true, yeah.
Allegedly. No, it's true because people, she hasn't denied it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't hear her come out and deny it.
Well, she lies about everything else.
Well, true. So why wouldn't, I mean, you would at least go, nah, that never happened. I think, again, they're trying to do the same thing with Biden, where they're like, let me ask you a question. Because, let's say they, because they don't want anybody primarying against Joe. You know what I mean? So he's just doing his thing. They want to keep him on the ballot. There's a lot of talk of Michelle, and, we kind of threw it out there, a couple months ago and stuff. But now that it's kind of ramping back up, like, what do you think, like, if they, like, because Kamala, nobody likes Kamala. Nobody likes Gavin Newsom because everybody's going to be like, dude, you shit on California. You know what I mean? We saw the little debate you had with DeSantis and you got wrecked. You had no facts. People moving out of your state, and you can't go, well, that's not my fault. No, you have a Democratic Senate and House, majorities in your state. So everything you do is because of that.
So what's the question?
Let's say they bring Michelle on. What, and this is besides a woman,
Okay.
and her being African American, black, what does she bring to the table that people will go, I'm going to vote for her? Like,
Nothing. She
What has
checks
she-
the boxes just like Kamala Harris did.
yeah, but
She brings nothing to the table.
other than being Barack Obama's wife, what does she, like, what does she, I'm terrified at night is what she's like. She's pushing the fear. Like, and then, there's all these rumors where she doesn't want to run. She doesn't have plans. She saw what Barack had to go through. Like, but if there's coming a time where it's Trump against Biden, like, I think that's why they keep putting all these little, like, Easter eggs in these bills. Like, oh, if Trump dismisses the Ukraine funding, he gets impeached. If he does this, he gets impeached. If this happens, we're going to go after him for that. So I think they're hedging, like, just in case it's so
bad.
egregious that we know what we saw in 2020
If we can't rig the election this time.
because it's like 100 million to fucking 70 or 35. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be. Do you think like them going, well, we brought in Michelle and she's gonna sway? Because I think the black vote is like, what they're polling at now is well over 20% in most places, and they're tired of it because they see what's going on with the immigrants and all this other stuff. Where
They're not immigrants.
or whatever, illegal aliens,
Illegal aliens.
but they see what's going on there where they're getting like, the one dude's like, oh, I can't. They're giving him $53 million in New York in credit cards, and the guy's like, well, you can't. How are you going to use it? And it's like the guy had to dude, you can't be that dumb. It's not like it's a fucking debit card that's rechargeable, just like your food stamps cards and everything else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how it works. It's not.
What do you think they're going to do with them?
Because they're like, well, you got to fill out an application to have ID to get a credit card, and everybody's like, you're a fucking bonehead. So I think even there, the communities are going, wait, hold on. Like, they're taking their community centers, they're taking their schools, they're taking their fucking livelihood. Crime is up. I mean, you just see what happens going on in New York where they're beating up cops, they let them out, and then the guy is doing, a Macy's store robbery ring. They just had the New York police again in the one center getting attacked by a bunch of migrants. Like,
Well, did you see the one guy that got, they caught him for murder in New York and they let him out and he goes to, where'd he go? Arizona?
oh, yeah.
Was it Arizona?
It was something, I forget where it is.
Arizona, Alabama, somewhere down there. And he committed 2 more crimes.
Yeah.
He, in a fast food restaurant, he drugged some woman into the bathroom and stabbed the shit out of her. Then he stabbed another woman, and the DA, wherever that is, saying, we're not extraditing.
Oh,
them
yeah,
back."
it's Arizona because New York wants Bragg wants them to
Yeah, and she's like,
extradition them back
she's
to
like, no fucking way. You're just
why?
gonna
So
let this-"
yeah, fuck that.
And then he's going to end up back on our streets again.
Right. But see, that's what we were saying before. Like, I mean, with the virus and stuff, they were letting just here. they were letting people out of prisons, nonviolent offenders, or you're okay now, right? But what we were saying, and kind of like what Trump was saying, like, the bad hombres thing that are coming. And people say, oh, it's not Mexicans. The Mexicans aren't the problem. It's the people from Central and South America and other countries where they're letting those bad people out. And like we discussed before, like, go up there.
They're clearing the prisons. They're putting them on buses and they're bringing them up here.
Go bother them. Go, you know what? Go live your life there. We don't want you here. And they're not coming here to assimilate. And then I seen like the one congressman, he's trying to get a bill passed where they have a path to citizenship if they join the military because our numbers are so low.
That's disgusting.
Like, dude.
If they serve honorably for 4 years, they get to automatically become citizens.
Like,
you're going to give them fuckers guns? And that's the other thing. Remember when I asked you, do you think the military would ever turn their guns on us?
Right.
You said no.
I said I would hope not, but yeah.
Right. But you said no pretty much. But what about now? If it's full of illegal immigrants?
Well, yeah. I think
they got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about this country. Of course they're going to turn their guns on us.
Yeah, I think, well, yeah, those people. I was saying that like the high-end operator guys, not your...
Yeah, but there ain't going to be enough of them.
No, I agree. And then I think the Massachusetts guy, I don't know if you saw this because it was kind of like in between where we've been together, but he put a thing on like you can't even have like people that have classes to shoot guns and preparedness and training.
The Chinese guys are getting trained.
No, but they were saying that you're not allowed. Like they're trying to sign a bill from the I think of the one House member or from whatever congressman from Massachusetts. He's trying to write it to where he's making it so that it's illegal for a group of people to train and shoot weapons and firearms and stuff together.
How did that go?
Well, it hasn't. He's still garnering votes for it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No, it shouldn't happen. But what he's trying to say is, so like you can't have a group of your friends in your community out at the shooting range together because then you're trying to be a militia, and it's like, yeah.
Well, he's trying to stop us from doing it.
Yes.
No.
He's not worried about
the
that.
illegal immigrants that are the illegal aliens from China that are already taking targets.
No, and it's not them. And it's like the Second Amendment and what he's trying to do goes across everybody. Like there's I mean, I see a bunch of the groups with their guns. It's not just white extremists like they try to tell you. You know what I mean? Like I see people across all races that are weapons. They have long arms. They're ready. Or long rifles. But you can't, it's not...
still got the rednecks.
You can't but I mean, there's black rednecks, you know what I mean? You can't just single out one group of people and go, well, these are the people we're trying to keep the guns away from. Like, yeah, but, you have these other...
Well, if you go to church, if you shop at Bass Pro Shop, and if you go to Dick's Sporting Goods...
Right.
That's the guys who ain't going to be able to get guns.
Yeah, well, I mean...
The United States citizen, the law-abiding citizen, is not going to be able to get a gun.
Well, you'll get them some way. Get a 3D printer.
Oh, Jesus. They'll outlaw them, too.
Well, they're already trying. Well, that's the whole thing with the ghost guns. It's just because people are starting to put their own shit together, and it's untraceable. And I don't know anything else about it.
Scary.
I'm going to 3D print some of these Trumps.
Yeah, let me, what's this clip you sent me?
Which one is it? The Haley one?
It's a Nikki Haley one.
Yeah, it's the one where she's talking about South Carolina.
Okay.
Because
she's on Fox.
She gets called out pretty good here. All right. Which is funny because, and this is like leads to my thing. Like she's just hanging in there for why? She's either collecting checks or she's just doing what she's been told.
Snapping necks and collecting checks. Here you go.
How do you win your first state?
I mean, it's amazing to say I haven't won a state yet. You've only had 3 states that have voted.
Well, it's not amazing.
We need to
South
go ahead and
Carolina's
let
winner
these
take
states...
all.
What's that?
That was a sweet burn.
Oh.
That was the clip I put on Amazon or Instagram.
Jesus Christ.
What?
You and yours. I'm trying. Yeah, she's insane. I mean,
well, it's amazing that she hasn't won yet.
Well, she's waking up in the morning, looking straight at the sun and going, it's dark out. I mean, she's completely full of shit.
And I like too, like how she's like, with the
Pretending she's winning.
Well, she's also like with the I'm a person of color now, so like I saw Joy Reid going
Jesus
like she
Christ.
about her like she's a strong person of color woman. Like, dude, are we really like?
Yeah.
Is this or is this what we're doing?
Yes.
Like you're.
This is what we're doing.
Listen, I seen like there's such just all this. It's just all nonsense, man. I don't know where this country is gonna go if. And again, Trump's just one guy, so he's going to work his best to try to fix as much as he can in the little bit of time he has left. And I think the one thing he said about, his vice presidential candidate or, running mate, he said, I need somebody that can step in and, kind of take over the next, what we've got going if I get back in the next 4 years. And
who do you think that is?
I don't know. Again, I don't know. I mean.
Well, I've narrowed it down.
I know they said DeSantis, but we already know you can't have DeSantis because they're both from the same state. So, like, I mean, what's a
Trump can just register in New York, can he?
Well, he'd have to change. No, he has to change his state. It's where he lives, like his residency.
Yeah,
but I don't know how long you have to live in the state or whatever. I'm sure they would fucking call that into question.
No doubt.
Democrats would put up a fight with that if they don't get those electors from Florida if it wasn't long enough. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're going to see Vivek or I really like Tim Scott.
Yeah.
I really like him. I think he'd be a good president the next 8 years.
He gave him a good nod. I just feel, here's my thing. No matter if it's a woman, it's only because he wants the woman vote. If it's a black gentleman, it's only because he wants the black vote. Like, he's almost like fucked either way, regardless of who he picks. And if it's a white guy, or, you know what I mean? It's going to be like, well, of course he just picks a white guy. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what way it goes, or a white woman, you know what I mean? Like, because I know they said, like.
No one's going to praise him for it.
I know they said, like, Kristi Noem or Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, I guess I could see Tulsi. She's more, like, even though she was a Democrat, she's more centrist, I guess. Not so much like a hard line. But, I mean, she has some crazy quips about her too, coming from Hawaii. So, yeah. But I like her. I don't think it's somebody he'll choose because he's gonna pick somebody who he knows the people that are gonna be behind him are gonna at least be like, all right, I can understand that. I can get behind it. Yeah, and Vivek, I don't think, like I said before, I just think I don't think he give him 28 or 32, whatever it is. I don't know. Like in that span, he could probably jump in there. Keep him in the politics. Let him fucking start speaking for you. Keep doing what he's been doing.
Well, if it's not Vivek, I think it should be Tim Scott.
Keep on bombing the media with all the great things that he's saying, and let him build up his following a little bit better, and people maybe start trusting him and not just be like, this guy came out of nowhere.
It'd be funny how the Democrats would treat Tim Scott.
Oh, they already don't like him. They already call him Uncle Tom because I think he was trying to write like this one bill for the policing act, and they were like, no, we can't have that. I think Byron Donalds too. I like him. Yeah. I think he's from from Florida, North Carolina, Florida.
No, he's from Florida, I think. Or no, Tim Scott. Where's Tim?
He's South Carolina, but
okay.
Byron Donalds, I think he's from Florida, if I remember correctly. But I mean, he's a big boisterous guy. I can get behind him.
But you can't have him either.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a woman or a black woman, a black guy.
Is there any black women?
No, I don't know. No, there's not. Not that I know of.
I like Carrie Lake because I know she knows the depth of the corruption.
Right.
So I know she's got integrity. I know she's willing to fight it. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but
we'll see what happens in these next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
once it starts narrowing down.
I think they silently really want to go against Trump. If they can't get him out, they'd rather have him because then they can cheat.
Well, they can say that. That's what I'm saying. Like
they can get away with it. Like
they can do the fear mongering. Another thing, like because kind of what we talked about earlier, while we weren't on camera, like who's donating to the Democratic Party right now? Like who besides the mega donors? Like who's funding it? Where is it coming from? Because if you remember back in 2020.
It's all the rich elites.
No, I know, but it has to be more than that because you can only, you're only allowed to donate so much.
Well, it's the unions.
Yeah, I got you, but like other than like I don't. But like, remember how you had the George Floyd thing, and then everybody was donating to Black Lives Matter, and even all the celebrities and stuff, and then it came like somebody found out that it was going to Act Blue, and then Act Blue was parting out to like, here's some to Buttigieg, here's some to Elizabeth Warren, here's some to Klobuchar, here's some to Biden. Here, like they were taking all those donations and then parting them out, and then once it was like finally Joe's the guy, Act Blue was then just funneling all the money secretly to them. So when you go like, when Black Lives Matter got, broken down on their tax forms and stuff, whatever it was 2 years ago, and they were like, well, where's the money? Yeah, it's gone. And then for the midterms, you had FTX and all the money that was going from Ukraine into FTX.
Right. And
then coming back out and being funded back into, the establishment, even, Democrats and the Republicans. All that money, that's now gone. So they need to have something happen to where it's going to be like a big donation thing, and we like I can almost feel like there's going to be something to pop off that means, we're going to fund this organization or these people, and then it's like secretly behind closed doors, the channels are going to the Democratic Party. Because I don't see the average American, the average, Democratic person going, yeah, I'm not donating to this crap because I barely have money for myself.
Really, you can't see it?
No.
I don't know, man.
No, the big mega donors, I see what you're saying there. They're going to do their thing because they're fighting against Trump. But just your average everyday people that, hey, we're asking for every dollar counts when Joe's up there on the TV. I don't think those people are doing it because they're like, yo, you've been fucking me for the last, I'll give you the first year. Like, all right, that was Trump. Ever since then, it's your fault now. Like, people are blaming Trump now for taxes because it's the way he worked it out. Now you're getting like, how?
Or the tax cuts didn't end yet, did they? His tax cuts?
I don't know. I didn't get my return last year. I don't know what's going to happen this year.
I know last year was the first year I had to pay. In all the years of my life.
Yeah.
First year I had to pay.
Oh, you must be making a boatload, Dave.
Yeah, I'm a rich man.
Down here in the bunker. This is like Zuckerberg style down here. Got your food supply over there. You're warm. You're warm. Your gun safes. Your bank vault full of silver and gold.
Yeah, I'm ready.
ready for when everything.
I'm ready. So when those guys come to the door with the guns, I'm going to throw gold coins at them.
Yeah, get out of here, peasants.
Dink, dink. That'll serve me well.
I just think there's going to be some kind of an event to pop off the summer. If not the mass deportation scare event, like all these people are going to be in the streets now because of whatever reason. And it's frustrating.
Well, it doesn't. You know what? The funny thing is, it doesn't matter because even if Trump wins,
right,
they're just going to do what they did.
No, I agree.
They're going to riot. They're going to burn cities. We're fighting against Hitler. It's everything's going to be okay.
Well,
peaceful protesting. We're going to be murdering people in the street. They got away with all of that.
Right.
And I to this day I can't believe that all happened and no one was held accountable.
Still.
Yet somebody shows up to voice their concerns
at the Capitol.
Yeah. And it's an insurrection.
Right.
Everybody must go to jail. But I can burn a federal building and blow up police stations, but that's okay. It's peaceful.
in the time of social distancing.
That's when you lost me.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's when you lost me.
I
was already lost, but
well, I see like Joe's going with the old 2020 playbook of his stuff too. Like I seen him
got nothing.
No, I know. I seen like his one ad, like he was speaking to some, I don't know who it was, but he was like, under Trump, we lost 1 million people to the virus that he allowed to get. Like, dude, what is it?
Well, as soon as he stopped the flights from China, you called him a fucking xenophobe.
Right. But not only that, like, wasn't there like 1.5 million people that were killed after that while you were president? And I think there's 17 million people that have died due to whatever causes. What's it
Died
called?
suddenly.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, but it's like all cause deaths is up to 17 million across the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's take, all right, maybe 5 million of them were here because you forcibly force this shit on the people, or you lose your jobs, or the winner of death, or whatever else. Like, however else you spun it for fucking 2.5 years.
Yeah. It's horrible.
And now, like, but it's like, again, like, oh, guess what? We're gonna pay off your student loans. Like, we're doing that. That's what I mean. We're doing that play again. And if you read the fucking fine print, it's for 153,000 people. All right, that's great for those 153,000 people. What are all the stipulations, Joe? No, don't worry about that. We're just paying off student loans. Well, what are all the stipulations? Don't worry about that. You don't read the fine print about not missing a payment for 10 years, not being late on a payment. Is that you? Is that most of those people? Because he's like, millions of people will be affected like this with this. Yeah, but you're only paying 153,000.
Yeah, but
so
yeah,
what are you doing?
Well, he's breaking the law is what he's doing. But
yeah, I saw
nobody
that
seems
too.
to care about that.
Yeah, I did see people going, no one is above the law unless you're paying off student loans for votes.
Yep, that's true. That's a fact.
It's hilarious, man. It's such a double fucking standard. And it's almost tiring watching it.
We live in a communist country.
And like you said on the first one, man, like there's no actual media that's like, yeah, that's bullshit, Joe.
Yeah.
Like when is I want like a real dude in the fucking press. There's not you can't even ask this guy questions.
No. The only time you get to ask him a question is when he's boarding the chopper.
Yeah. It's why what? What? Yeah, I gotta go. I'll tell you about Ukraine later.
Get to the chopper now. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
If you're in the DC area, there's I think commanders in the local ASPCA, so go bail him out.
Oh, he got evicted.
Yeah, he got thrown.
He got committed.
Too many bites.
It's a shame.
All right, hit the links below.
There's no bad dogs.
Only bad owners.
That's right.
Hit the links below. Follow, like, and share. What do we got? We got leap year coming up. We got an extra day this month. Congratulations, African Americans, and enjoy your extra day this month.
Jesus Christ.
Ah. I mean, normally it's the
extra day, yeah.
Yeah, it's leap year. So, Kansas, did you do all the parallels?
Well, I like to celebrate it as American History Month.
Right, it's every day's the same.
They're Americans.
So we have parallels with Joe and Trump going against each other.
Against segregation.
2020.
Coming back.
Yeah. You had the Chiefs and the 49ers in the Super Bowl in 2020. That happened again. Leap year was in 2020.
You want to talk rigged?
That's for another show.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So, yeah, everything's shaping up, man. The virus, there's a mysterious...
Virus X?
Yeah, that's on a cruise ship. That's where that all started, remember? That's out there now. That's some cruise ship. Just go on living your lives out there, people.
All right, we'll catch you on the next one. Orange Men out.
Bye, everybody.
So long, gay boys.